a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And he'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Well, Lindsay lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Touchdown, Raiders! Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
That keeps the score Raiders 6.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
He'll need to come up with something here on third down. Block working out of the gun. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On first down, Locke. Open man, it's Noah Fant, the tight end. And a loose football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Dancing to his left. He'll left his... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
2nd and 12 at the Broncos' 19-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. But it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return is Spencer. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Complete to
Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was
Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. 46 yards on the play.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Boy, So if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted down 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Spencer. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Out there to start their next drive, Philip Lindsay and the Broncos. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Lindsay. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
They'll run here with Lindsay. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The give to Philip Lindsay.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Now Locke, he wants the football to tell. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this 1st half of action. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And as we look at the tape, he's getting close to 200 yards. Think he can smell it?
He can not only smell it, he can probably count it. And he's looking to get there and beyond it. But right now, what we're seeing, a lot of jump defenses like in basketball when you're trying to stop a leading scorer and they just have no answers for him right now. Whatever they're throwing out there, he's going right through it.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Block now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Block. They'll find Lindsey here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 58 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there. A big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal. At the 1.
So we reach halftime. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Raiders 22. Broncos 7.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. On the return is Spencer. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 38. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, it's Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
With a throw, caught by Hamler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Block now on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Complete to Cortland.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Broncos.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First down, Denver.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was taken down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
But we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
first.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
On the return is Spencer.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And he's going to have to hook up the side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down. They'll try to draw Lindsey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Locke to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the gun, block.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Point conversion.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Carr. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry runs 32 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Spencer. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence that they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. They go down to none. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Carr now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Carr going to look to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Deontay Spencer on the return.